Rob Mendez loved to play Madden NFL when he was a kid. He also often was the referee when his friends played games in someone's backyard. But the difference was, Rob reffed those games from his wheelchair. And he played Madden only with his head and his neck working the controller. That's because Rob was born with a condition called tetraamelia syndrome that prevented his limbs from ever forming. He has no arms and has no legs. That may sound like it separates Rob from the rest of us. But just like me and just like a lot of you out there, Rob found purpose in his life from his passion for football.
Rob's never let his disability stop him from living the life he wanted to live. It's never stopped him from reaching for the goals he set for himself. And now he's a coach who epitomizes what Jim Valvano meant when he talked about the importance of never giving up.
It's a classic childhood dream. To grow up to be a star athlete or even a famous head coach. In Rob Mendez's case, that dream seemed impossible. To everyone, that is, except him.
Always, from when I was a kid, I've loved sports. So it started with my friends playing football, and when we got into high school, they had invited me to go watch their practice. One of the coaches waved me over and he says that, "Hey, would you like a jersey?" As a 13-year-old kid, that just lit up my eyes, and with that inclusion, it gave me confidence. After my freshman year, I started realizing football is a mind sport. So I took a really liking to the play calling. That's how I really fell in love with football. This was my calling, to be a head coach.
Rob began coaching as soon as he graduated high school. He got some opportunities as an assistant, but was passed over for higher positions.
Just go time right now, okay?
Then, in 2014, a school hired him to be the offensive coordinator of their JV team. It was a chance to run his own offense, a chance to prove himself.
It was my first game going into the second half. The head coach wanted me to change the play calling style and run the ball more. We didn't score one more touchdown, and we lost 35-14. And the part that really rubbed me the wrong way was that he put the blame on me in front of the kids. I mean, after only one game, I was out of a job. I stayed in my room for 2 days. I was sad, and I didn't know if I was gonna ever be a head coach or if I was gonna continue coaching.
I don't think I've ever seen him that low. He was thinking that he didn't want to coach anymore. I sat him down and told him, it's not you, it's them.
That moment, I just wish that I didn't really doubt myself. And it was a good lesson learned. We all fail. Don't give up. The next morning, I woke up with this determination. All right, I'm gonna go seek a head coaching job.
It wouldn't happen overnight, and there would be plenty more doubts and outright rejections. But he wouldn't relent. He wouldn't accept failure as the end of his story.
I don't think people understand what it takes for him to get from point A to point B. All the little things that aren't so little, and yet those obstacles don't stop him. He just keeps going.
The pursuit went on for 14 years in all. And then, last summer, a head coaching opportunity arose with the JV team at Prospect High School, near his hometown in San Jose.
Right away, his passion came across to me as something that was unparalleled. He put all my reservations aside, and I just knew, I'm like, this feels right. At this time, I just want to introduce to you your new JV head coach, Rob Mendez.
When he's out on the field, we see a man that's put his heart into the game, into the team, that he's willing to do anything to make sure we succeed.
One thing I care about more than anything is being a family, is loving each other, being good people.
Rob has been able to get these kids to love and trust each other, to work together, to fight together to the very end. That's a coach's dream right there.
That's how you do that. That's how you do it.
Good hug, both you guys. Good job, guys. Appreciate it, guys. All right, let's go.
From him, I've learned that football does teach you a lot about life, how to get through it. And since then, I've always been striving to be a better person every day.
We got the momentum. Keep it up. Let's go.
Rob led the Panthers to an 8-2 record this season and the league championship game. But the story's not over. The dream is just getting started. Like any other coach, he wants to keep winning, keep teaching, and keep inspiring as many players as he can.
We don't care that he's never played. We don't care that he's never touched the football. We know he can coach. We know he knows the game, and we love him. That's our coach.
I want those kids to really be happy with themselves and their differences. If you just really embrace what you have and focus on that, instead of dwelling on what you don't have, it can get you somewhere where you can't even imagine. So I want to go to the varsity level. I want to go to the college level. I want to go to the NFL if possible. So I don't know where this takes me, but at the same time, this is not where it stops. This is the beginning. It's only the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome this year's recipient of the Jimmy V Award for Perseverance, Coach Rob Mendez.
Let's go! Let's go! Wow. Wow! Can't believe I'm here. Standing, sitting in front of Boomer. I like to think Boomer has a soft spot for his Niners, or for my Niners. Sitting backstage with Dwayne Wade, never saw this coming. Shout out to U.S. Soccer Women's. Awesome. All right, here we go. Thank you. It is an honor to be here tonight. I'd like to start by thanking my mother, Josie. I still remember going swimming with you, Mom, as you held me with one arm. I know you never wanted to make me feel left out of anything. So if there was a way for me to participate, you always found a way. Secondly, I'd like to thank my dad for being the best dad I can ever ask for. I still remember waiting for you to get home from work when we lived in Thayer Court like it was yesterday. And no matter how tired you were from a long day at work, you still took the time to play ball with me with my favorite plastic bat. Let's catch the Sharks game soon, Dad, just like old times. I love you, Dad. I'd also like to thank my Grandma Mona, my Grandpa Danny, my Tia Cindy, my Tia Tota, for always being there for me, no matter what. My whole family, my friends, Alex and Abid, and a big shout out to my caretaker, Mike. Thanks for being there for me. Love you, bro. Thanks also to Coach Cable and the whole Prospect administration, students, and last but not least, my Lord, Savior, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I also want to thank the game of football. I also want to thank the game of football for all of it's given me, for allowing me to be a part of a team. It's honestly been hard for me to fathom receiving this award to be recognized alongside heroes of mine like Coach Valvano, Stuart Scott, Jim Kelly, and so many others. But the reality is I am here. And if there's any message I want to give you guys tonight, it's to look at me and see how much passion I put into coaching and how far it's gotten me. When you dedicate yourself to something and open your mind to different possibilities and focus on what you can do instead of what you can't do, you really can go places in this world. Realizing I couldn't play football, but I could coach football. That was the way for me to never give up, from the words of Jimmy V. That was my way of focusing on what I can do. Let me tell you, best part of coaching for me is seeing someone's potential and making them realize what's possible. So for anyone out there not sure if they can do something, it could be in sports, it could be in your job, it can be in your life, whatever it is, I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You've got to be passionate. You've got to work at it, but it can happen. And I'm not done yet. I've made it this far, and who says I can't go further? That's my message tonight. Who says I can't? Nobody! Yeah!
Coming up, the celebration continues. It's the Espys on ABC.